You've chosen a podcast from Low Moon Uprising. Enjoy.
But anyway, there goes some distance. So you were into the woods, and you travel for another 20 minutes or so, and you come to a place where, surrounded by woods on all sides, it's pretty dim in the distance. And so neither one of you have like night vision or whatever. You can see, but like in the shadows in the woods, lots of places you can't see. And you begin to think, there could be an ambush, or if they're placing guards, I would place a guard in the shadow, that kind of thing. So the two of you stop and crouch and move up to a ridge line. And from there you can see that the land is a line. The land goes down steeply here, but over there where the trail is, it goes down more gradually. Okay? It goes down steeply here, and then there's water, like a river or stream. Maybe you're looking at it from about 60 feet up and it's dark, but you'd say it's no more than a couple feet deep and maybe 10 feet wide or so. And it meanders through the woods. From here, it's a pretty steep down to the water. A 50-foot drop over like 10 feet. Over there, it's more gradual, and it goes down to a wooden bridge that's made of logs. And then across the bridge, there's underbrush, but a clear path through it, and it's shadowed. And then beyond that, you can see the silhouette of basically what looks like a fortress built into the side of a ridge. So the fortress is made of logs that go vertically, like a rampart kind of thing, and they're at least 10 or so feet high for a wall. And there's a gate which is closed, and the only reason you can see as much detail as you're seeing is because they have lanterns and torches lit. So the area around it is pretty well lit. You can see 3 towers, one on this side that's almost up against the ridge, then one that's out straight across from that by about 100 feet or so, and it's kind of up against the wood's edge, and the stream runs right along the edge of it. And then one that's in the background that's 50 feet or so from the ridge and kind of points in the other direction. So you've got a box with the back 1/8 of it chopped off being the ridge, and then you can see there's a couple of buildings of similar log construction inside there, and you can see 15 guards at least, armored, spears, shields, helmets. There's torches and lanterns burning. There's no way you could approach the fortress without being seen. And you do see there's quite a bit of activity in the courtyard of the fortress. It looks like they're unloading a couple of wagons, and so people are carrying barrels and stuff into the buildings. You notice that the back part of the building is set right into the ridgeline. They are both human and hobgoblin. It definitely looks like straight fight more than you're good for. While you're crouched there on the ridgeline, you hear some movement back down the trail, and the two of you just kind of lay there in the shadows. And of course, the lantern is dark and whatever. And you watch as another wagon comes, and this wagon has 2 men at the front, 2 humans at the front, and then 6 or 8 sitting in the back flat part of the wagon, which doesn't have a roof or anything, kind of stover wagon. It's a flatbed buckboard wagon, basically. And the moon is mostly blocked at that point in time, so you're just seeing a silhouette, but it looks to you like it's 6 humans, 5 of which are female, 1 of which is male, and they all look unarmed, unarmored, and it may be tied in the back of the wagon. The 2 in the front, the guy to the front left has a silhouette strangely resembling Rake, the former sheriff of the town you were in before. Fairly sure it's him. Mark says, "That Rake?
Not tell him.
He's had a busy day. We're not going to attack."
Uwasee out to sleep. Go report back and see where you guys probably get some rest or something.
This wood is very similar to the woods near Jackdaw. He works his way down the hill. He gets to the bottom of the hill. He points in a direction that you didn't come. You were following the trail. He points out, "Is the town that way?"
As a player, I don't know this.
Yeah, and you don't know it as a character either. Because you don't have navigation, you don't have direction sets, you're at home in the woods, and you're not really worried about getting anywhere normally. So you're going to have to work on that. But the point is, it could be, if the trail sort of wound around through the woods to the bridge, then, yeah, there could be a more direct route. At that point, the clouds go away from the front of the sun, and it gets pretty bright, and both of you squat down, so there's not going to be obvious silhouettes. What to follow the road back, follow the path back, or go directly.
Back directly, so we also have a off and then back. Probably handle a couple cards, so let's go back.
Okay. Roll for some dice if you would.
16.
As you get ready to go and head the rest of the way down the hill and go back directly, you notice that the ground here has quite a bit of rat droppings on it. Peculiar for the woods. Rats are urban, largely.
Rats.
Picks up a little bit of it, tastes it.
Just like they are.
It is rat species.
That is the
Highly flammable. Oh, you mean because we are woods? Something out. The people brought their rats with them? That is on.
The rats are...
We go back now?
Yeah.
You want to ride on me? You're very slow. Jump around and the officer's back.
Okay.
Okay, you jump up on his back.
That'll make him happy. I'm not going to fight with the barbarian.
Okay, so he runs back, and you realize that he's running about twice as fast as you were walking. Like, he's just jogging, but he's going about twice as fast as you were walking, and he has no real trouble carrying you. So, he takes a pretty direct route. I mean, you dodge some trees and stuff like that, but he takes a pretty direct route. And from the fortress, the distance to the edge of the woods is only maybe 100 yards. And then the distance to the woods when you first went into the trail was something like between 1 mile and 2 miles, you thought. But here, the closest edge of the town is a few hundred yards. So it's only about a quarter of a mile from the fortress to the town. Okay? And then you are back in Welwyn. The whole scouting trip was maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, so it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Before you actually arrive, you're sitting on the roof, and you roll a d20 for me.
too bad.
No, not that. Okay, you see coming from your left, which is not the direction you came in from the other village, so you're sitting with the mountains behind you, a single rider. Medium warhorse, looks like, plate mail armor, lance, helm, banner flying on the tip of his lance, but he's alone. So you're up on the roof, so she's probably in the house.
I was outside in front of it.
Okay, so you're outside in front of the house? Okay, so you're like on the porch, maybe found a rocking chair somewhere.
Down there, got a rider coming in.
He turns right at the inn and is headed out back toward the stables. Okay. So there's a light that comes on in the stables, and he seems to be doing something in there. As you arrive out back to the stables, it's big enough to house about maybe 10 horses or so. There's a harness, like you would use for a draft horse with no leather straps or anything, laying on the ground in front of the stables, dipped up against the wall. He's inside the stable, so you don't see light coming in from inside and hear some noise. Okay. Step up to the doorway. Is Janny doing anything during that time? You're just going to stay there and wait? Or, okay. What are you going to do with the little girl? They were sleeping in the rocking chair?
Put her down. I'm probably going to
Lay her down inside on the floor. Yeah. Presumably not burning the fire, because if you were burning the fire, it would be painfully obvious that there was somebody in town. So, okay. So you set the little girl down. It takes a couple minutes. Meanwhile, you arrive at the stable's door. Again, probably 10-foot by 50-foot building, what you're looking at. Single floor, thatched roof. The doorway points to the alleyway between the inn and the general store. And you step up and look inside. You see a man in plate mail armor. You see his shield and helm are propped up against a bale of hay. And nothing on the shield. He has a light, well, in the dark you wouldn't know, but he has a tabard on, but you don't see a symbol on his back. He is seems to be brushing his horse. You hear a lively.
I'm not going to have my sword drawn.
Okay. You're coming from his back. So you could kind of slip around beside him and get his attention, or you call out to him. See him from behind. He's in the stable, in the stall. He's brushing his horse down.
If you don't want to miss any of the story, Low Moon Origins, Uprising, or Outsiders, like and follow our podcast. Please share it with friends.
Also in plate mail and actively brushing his horse, and the horse has made some fidgeting noises. Then there's a 10-mile-an-hour breeze. It is brown with slightly lighter mottled brown. He starts, turns around, drops the brush in a bucket. He does have a long sword on his hip. He did draw it. But anyway, hello. Are you the innkeeper?
No, I'm not. In fact, the innkeeper is gone. My name is Jake.
Well met, Jake.
In fact, we believe that the villagers were taken, but we are not sure.
Taken, but not sure by whom. The villagers.
Yeah, a couple of my friends went out to investigate.
Couple? Friends? To investigate?
Correct.
Two?
Couple.
He says, it's interesting. So, as he cranes to look past you, so there's no one in town? And everyone was gone when you came?
We had gone somewhere else and back, and they were gone. We were puzzled to look right now.
My horse needs to rest for the night. I had planned on staying in the inn. This is a peculiar circumstance. I think I should have to, knowing how long they've been gone then.
We were only gone...
Or if they'll return?
We were only gone for a couple of hours before we were no longer here. Got scared away pretty quickly.
Then a couple of your friends went into the woods to find out what happened to them. And they have not returned?
Not yet. Out of play have they come that far.
Okay. They don't necessarily see you coming or know you're coming, so you can walk right up next to Jake if you want to. Outside and listen or whatever.
So I believe it's polite, since I told you my name, that you would tell me yours.
I am sorry. I am Uwasee. Originally, the city of Glauden. Are you familiar?
No.
It's on the edge of the eastern lands. But we left there when I was just a teen, and I wound up training at the Darkwings Pass School of Knighthood in southern Low Moon.
That I'm familiar with.
Symbol on his tabard backs up his story.
So we feel that they were taken.
Against their will.
That's usually what taken implies.
Oh, who is this fine maiden?
500.
What are you doing?
You were doing. Said somebody was doing.
I figured if I didn't come back in a couple minutes, you would tell the others. Well, luckily, he seems like a decent fellow.
Luckily.
I seem like a decent fellow. I am Uwasee. You are
James.
a pleasure to meet you.
I have to take
So, there's little to be done for it tonight. I will rest in the inn this night, paying, of course, for anything that I consume, if there is anything, and for my rest. And then in the morning I shall determine what to do. The horse says,
I don't really care right now. Everybody's on, so probably just be.
well, I may have to compensate someone in case someone should return. I may have to help them return. I may have to go track down and solve this injustice. I may have to deal justice. Justice may have to be dealt by Uwasee.
Right.
Yes, a couple of you went into the woods to see what happened to them.
Yeah, there was.
They've not returned yet.
No, there was a little girl who we asked her.
Oh, I hate hobgoblins. They are vile beasts.
Said they were Marco. I don't know. They were on a concert. I don't know about White Dolphin.
I will finish brushing my horse. I will put my gear away. I will be available if there is more trouble. Otherwise, I will rest for the night, and then in the morning, hopefully by then your friends who went to check on them will be available to let us know.
That most likely.
There's no need to wake me, unless there's trouble. Sends his hand. Jake shakes, pats you on the head.
I'm telling you, Toto in the group. Not me. We have two. I'm the narrator. We have a bigger group, so we have two Totos.
Okay. So he finishes taking his gear off his horse and everything, brushing the horse down, and then he goes to the inn to rest. And Jake and Janny return to the house. And then Charlotte and Mark return. To speed this up a little bit, Charlotte and Mark do let you know that she's in the bathroom. They let you know that there is a fortress, a bandit fortress in the woods, built against a ridge. It's no more than a quarter mile into the woods, so which puts it only just a little over a mile from here. Actually, considerably less, probably less than half a mile, she says, from the edge of town, and it looks virtually impregnable.
Okay, I need to go take care of my dad and my mom.
Okay.
I'm just here back. And
Okay. Not I'll take care of Danny. Okay, go do something for your parents. I got you covered. Okay. Alright, so nothing else happens untoward during the night. I presume you're not going out at 4 a.m. to do anything about it, so spellcasters get an opportunity to get, depends on how much time you want to have to pray or memorize whatever in the morning.
I'm gonna read everything.
What are you talking about? I'm a scout type. I had to fun. Okay, I need.
So you would need to actually get all your spells. You get third level spells, correct?
Yes.
You would need 6 hours sleep plus another 4 hours. You're not going to get it, most likely, by the time you're ready to go. Unless you guys are waiting that long. It's up to you. Dawn will come. You would have gotten. You could get 6 hours sleep and 2 hours memorization. You get 8 hours total by the time dawn comes. You want to go longer than that?
Longer.
8 hours total?
We
Yep.
should do longer.
That's it?
We should do longer.
Don't we
But
only
that's
need,
dawn.
don't I only need 4 hours?
4 for first and second level spells.
I think we should all do
So
longer.
I need 3
6
seconds and 3 first.
3 seconds per. So you need 4 hours sleep, and then 2 hours 15 minutes to pray.
What does
I think
haste
we should do
do?
longer.
Okay, Janny is suggesting staying longer. Haste.
Yes.
Haze.
Haze. It makes a fog that adversely affects vision in combat.
What about my vision?
Blur.
We're going to need more than 6 hours. 8 hours.
What does mirage do?
So you plan on going 2 hours after dawn. Mirage makes a illusionary image, but when you get close to it, it's more obvious that it's an illusion.
What does mask do?
Mask just changes the look of your face.
It's 2/3. It's an hour and a half. 2
That's what I
seconds.
should use.
2 seconds. That's 2.5 hours. 4 first.
That's 3.5 hours.
And 3.5 hours.
And 6 hours sleep. So basically you need about 9.5 hours.
I need 10.
So that would take it, so 2 hours after dawn,
That would be within it.
you could do it. Okay. If you go 2 hours after dawn before you try to act, then everyone could do what they want to do.
Yeah, we should just sleep in as much
What
as
is
we can,
misdirection?
meditate, get all our spells back, and then be prepared for battle.
It makes, if you have like a detection spell or something like that, it renders the wrong result. So like,
How much
if someone tries to
healing do I
detect magic
get
on you, that
for
your
one
magic items would not detect magical, or you could make your magic items detect magical. They detect evil on you, you could make yourself pure evil, that cause spells and detection things to get the
Can I
wrong
cast
result.
invisibility on someone else? If I...
Touch.
Father.
Yes.
Do I get any healing?
Yes. Everyone who sleeps 6 or more hours gets back 2 hit points.
I think we should stay for another time.
Okay, so they're pushing for 2 hours after dawn as the right time to act.
I am fully ready now, so.
Yes. So you came back and gave the report. Virtually, it appears to be virtually impregnable fortress less than half mile outside of town. That's where they're at. And they're bringing in other captives as well. Hobgoblins there, humans there. Set in a ridge.
This is when we can't train.
You tell them it was all rated.
No, but we can add that. So Charlotte and Mark mentioned that it looked like Rafe was on the way into the fortress.
Are we allowed to discuss this before I memorize?
Yeah.
Okay.
They came back in the middle of the night, so by the time you woke up, you could get the full report and discuss any plans, that kind of stuff, before you memorize.
So what are our plans then?
Sleep.
An impregnable fortress seems pretty
But it's also made out of wood. Well, it's from a rat droppings in the attic, and Mark mentioned that they're collect them and
Yes, let us
Flaming-
collect
flaming
droppings.
with them?
Throw it in.
why
I can make 2
Yeah,
people invisible.
With strange amount of rat droppings, like the kind you only see in sewers.
I can make 2
How far
people
away was
invisible.
this?
not? Not fairly far, maybe about a
Less
quarter.
than half a mile for sure.
About a quarter mile or so.
I wonder if they're the source of the rats.
Regenerating your spells.
I was wondering if maybe there's
Yes, maybe the dungeon extends underneath the fortress. That would be fortuitous.
You have a pencil?
I can make
Yeah,
2
way to
people
get in.
invisible.
Look at myself.
You have a borrowed pencil.
Before I undetermined amount of time.
I can make 2 people invisible and also change the appearance.
Does Faze ever say anything to me
Myself.
about that one?
Iron.
Because
About what?
when they casted that one stuff, yeah.
Okay, who
You
has
don't know
a,
you have silence yet.
who has a sense of direction right here?
Faze does.
No one. Faze and I do, but you don't.
Good
Yeah,
sense of
that's-
direction?
I'm asking this in character. Who has a sense of direction right here?
I can give a basic idea
Okay,
of where the sun is. If I can
What'd
see
you
the
ask?
sun. Other than that,
If I
the
did
sun
figure
rises
out
and
the
Not yet.
Basically, what
Oh, word.
I'm trying to figure out is the way we were going through the dungeon, does it extend towards where the portrait
all we have to
is? It
do,
in
you
the
don't
roughly
need a
same
good
direction?
sense. You don't need a good sense of direction for that. You just have to stand next to the well. Say the fortress is that way. The tunnel went that way, or whatever way.
Okay, can we extrapolate or whatever?
Roll wisdom.
Oh. Can I use intelligence instead?
Not without wisdom.
19.
You try it. It was my idea. Why
You
not?
have no
Why
idea.
not?
But asking if someone
That's why I'm
does.
asking.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5. It was my idea. Wait, I guess.
Everybody can roll
I rolled a 5. I got it.
at once.
15. I made it.
What do we roll?
Roll a d20. Under your wisdom, you made it. 15. You made my
Equal to or less than your wisdom.
It's 10, so I know I made it.
Yeah, so those of you who made it think that the tunnel was moving in the direction of the fortress.
Yeah, it was.
Generally speaking.
Was.
Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LM Give, to 419-419-0095.
I bet
And
you
that
they
by
are
the time you
source of-
finish, you were already at the edge of town. So
Behind the portcullis.
I bet you they are the source of the right.
The light came back, and the light was meant to follow the path. It went to the end and came back. That means the end of the tunnel must have been there, and perhaps the tunnel went up.
If you found a large amount of rat feces, perhaps they are disposing of the rat feces out in the woods where you were. But how would the rat turds get outside of the fortresses?
In the city, and after going back to the park.
Why do rats have better directions than us? Just like how
They
cats find their way
They
home.
like smelling stuff.
Rats and cats are not the same.
I have a good smell.
I say we continue through the dungeon. I have a hunch that it will lead us to Low Fortress. I agree.
I say we're gonna get killed. Why don't we head
Something funny,
that
Jake?
way that Charlotte
No.
and Mark
I
did,
thought
and try to see if we can find the
I was
exit
laughing about
instead
her
of going through
description
the
of her
tunnel
spell.
again and
It's
probably
the most
running into
entertaining
more
part of
rats
the
and zombies.
There's about a
What is the
ridge,
description?
and then you have a giant wall with 3 towers.
Freezing
up
animals.
against that ridge.
Blurry people still.
What if there's something like guarding it just in case something got of it?
I like blurry people spell. The problem with that, Dad, is that you suggested most of her spell description.
No, I said blurry people stuff.
Oh yeah, blurry people spell, but like freezing animals. She's so angry. She's like, nope, I suggested blurry people spell.
She's taking credit, man.
Her blurry people spell.
Credit where credit is due.
I still never got the which one for the experience points for.
Find out all this.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
look
it'll
at
come
the
at the end of the dungeon.
experience.
Okay, you'll get it later. Calm down.
We get far enough behind and plan. We will stop, do experience, and do training as we get there.
Okay, I'm going to memorize as if we were going through the dungeon.
I
That's
already
what I
did
say
it.
as I turn around and go back around.
Yeah, we're gonna sleep till 2.
I brought a nap spell.
Oh, someone
Be
had
prepared.
That is an awesome idea. You
Yeah, I
are
know. I'm awesome.
you are the greatest
said
elf
you didn't
hunter.
have one last night. That is also the problem.
You guys only have some more.
Because I didn't know we would be going through so much fighting yesterday. I had a
That's
speak
one
with
of
my
those-
your one's healing.
Since we have so many mages
Charlotte
and
needs healing.
spellcasters,
Charlotte needs
that's a
healing.
good spell to keep on you at all times.
What is hypnotism?
Charlotte
do?
needs to
I
be
suppose
my
I will heal him.
Mind control, basically. If they fail their
Janie,
save,
did
you
you
can tell
get
what to
hurt
do.
last night while I was
You
sleeping?
naturally
I shouldn't take that. I think I already did.
Okay.
At the beginning of the session.
How come you can only anchor me?
You only do one person at a
No,
time.
it's by
Only
rule.
once per day. So, I'm assuming it reset
Right,
at
Dad?
dawn,
Natural healing is by wound.
or will reset at dawn. Once dawn happens, go
Now
dawn.
listening.
In which case, I might have to re-anchor
Is natural
somebody.
healing by wound?
By wound?
Yes. So by
It's by incident. So 1 combat. Then you can actually heal, and then you have to get in combat or get hurt again before you do it again.
I'm going to memorize.
here is a light of
Bye.
Starting with my third levels.
that's a 5.
Bye.
Can I have my
I'm telling you.
I have it. I'm almost done. Also, your minimum right now is 1.
You need to go travel or steal some stuff.
I need to learn more buggers.
I'm gonna go through and search all the houses for gold.
Alright, I'm checking for food. I'll help you.
You rob these people all day.
Yes.
Yes.
Hermes is obviously not very happy with it. So
You think that'll make Hermes happy if you rob them while they're captured? How's that going to make them happy?
Hermes is clearly an evil deed.
No,
He's the
Hermes
god
is-
of thieves.
Well, that's more coincidence than anything.
That's not.
It's not because he's a thief, it's because
Godly
thieves
coincidence?
tend to have a rambling spirit.
I will not steal from the people, but I will not tell James.
I will.
You're not going to find much anyway, so might find a little bit.
Dude,
Okay.
I'll search for secret things like staffs. Wait, there's some-
Secret things like stabs.
Yeah.
You didn't even pronounce it right.
Staffs.
Staffs.
Yes.
Stabs.
Oh well, Arden
Make
started
her what?
pronouncing it wrong.
Pronouncing it wrong?
Arden.
It's pronounced
Yeah, how much
stabs.
time was it? Was doing per
Arden.
arrow?
Stabs.
Leave me alone.
How much time were we doing
Ooh,
per
I have
arrow?
that
Do
with
you remember?
stuff.
I don't think
You
I
have
have.
Dad,
regular
grab my
Boyer
pencil back
Fletcher?
now.
Yeah, I voted your pleasure.
I need that. I use it.
Not
If
advanced,
you
just
ever run into
regular.
Leon,
Bart's
Not
gonna
advanced,
drink
just
water,
regular.
Regular.
Summon
Do you have
insects.
parts?
Ooh, I want to
Yeah,
try
I love the
that.
parts in the
Summon
place.
Okay, so then yeah, you can do it easily. Yeah, like Boyer Fletcher 2 or 3 or whatever.
Oh,
They are
wait,
pests.
if you ever run into
Insects.
Leon, he can teach you Boyer Fletcher too.
Bear strength.
At a great hefty price, though. It's going to cost at least 15,000.
Teacher, what?
I can freeze.
Boyer Fletcher 2.
Would it count all the hobgoblins?
The second
No.
version. Second
But it would count on Giant Rat.
Boyer Fletcher.
I've only done it once.
Then now
I'm saying, you can use it on the rat.
allows you to
The
craft.
problem is it's only going to affect a certain number, and there's apparently a lot
What
of
does
them.
the second one do? Does it make like cool bows and arrows?
Which is
Sure,
cool.
yeah. A
With
lot
a
of
good enough roll, you can make like exceptionally good arrows. And have a bonus. I used to work for Sparrow Fletcher, but I dropped out.
What's my dad's name?
Alcoran, I think. That's A-L.
I know.
The wrong dad.
Alright, anyway.
It's probably not him. There's Fletchers everywhere. They're
Yeah, I know. I understand that.
Elven King
Sparrow
of
Fletcher's
Fletcher's
human.
Fletchers.
No, there isn't. Most of those don't have last
The
names.
best Fletcher in the world is human.
Family names, yeah.
Sparrow Fletcher's human.
Barrel
No,
Fletcher's
they don't
human?
have family names.
What?
He only
I work
took
for-
one because he works a lot.
I thought he was an elf.
No, he's in Lavar. He's Lavarian.
Yeah, so I still thought he was an elf with a name like Fletcher.
That's just ironic.
Elves usually don't take last names.
What'd you say?
It was his surname because he's a Fletcher, so that's just like a lot of the blacksmiths are named Smith.
okay. Alright. Do we have spell choices made and stuff? Gotta keep this ball rolling.
I did that like.
I need to make transfer rolls. Transfer 2 seconds into 4 firsts.
You transfer and you draw energy and face suddenly dies.
Yeah, I should probably do that away from him. Huh?
Probably.
Oh well, I forgot. 1.
Oh, beautiful.
Do I draw any extra magic in?
Was that your intent?
Sure. Do I know that it will kill people?
Yeah. Well, his face wasn't even in the same house as you, so
Okay, excellent.
not too worried about him. You gain 1 free cantrip.
Hooray! 3 things.
And
And my
remember,
second
anytime
roll?
you're making a roll, you can throw in the cantrips to gain a bonus to the roll. 1 cantrip equals +1.
Right. I will roll with no cantrips.
Okay.
A 1!
Jeez.
Wow!
Wow. Okay. 1 more.
Alright, I'm up to 3. Let's keep going. It's a sinkhole of magic here. Like a well of magic.
A vortex. That's what you're thinking. No, he's saying because he's drawing out free magic, not because it's sucking up magic. It's an inverted vortex. You are the. What are these vertex? It's a vortex. You are at the vertex of the vortex.
Well, there's hobgoblins. I'm taking 2 versions.
I have one. I didn't take 2 though. I took withdraw, augury, hold person, and now.
How hard is it to transfer? Oh,
Dead questions. Those are
Not
on my
bad.
first.
really?
If you have the actual slot, which means you're trying to do 2 spells into 1, so it'd be a -3.
Like, I can cast third level spells, so I can
Right.
do a second and a first.
Get an extra third, and it would be -3. There's 3 spells involved.
I have a question.
If you didn't have it, then you get an extra -1 plus an extra -1 per level above what you can cast. So you could store 4th level spells, but you'd get -5 on your roll to transfer to it.
I
And then still have a
free magic
minimum
into
5% chance of failure when you go to cast it.
I can throw free magic into it, though.
Yep.
Okay. Now, second level or first level? No, not just first level.
Is it?
Okay, well that's actually less.
It's less convenient, very simple, because you can't get another Cure Light. Yeah, not even heal spells a second. There's a good aid spell. Aid spell's good. They get D8 extra bonus hit points and also +1 to hit and saves.
Oh, I never got another new.
Yeah, I was considering between aid and hold person, but I settled on that.
Necessarily. It's whatever nature wants to give you. And apparently you're going into a relatively volatile situation, and nature thought it would be wise that you could use everything you had.
That's what nature thinks
Will be useful.
will be useful in your network.
So basically, all of your skills are chance.
Yeah.
Most to all of them, not your actual combat.
Chance-ish. I mean, they're
Right.
chance within a reasonable reach.
You are a cleric of nature, and nature doesn't tell you stuff because nature doesn't have.
I can talk to nature soon.
That's how Hermes tells you. No, you talk to nature's.
Yeah, she can do stone tell. There's all kinds of
So that's how Hermes
You mean with
tells you
nature?
things, Arden, with his mouth.
good one. Sends it. Not speak. And it's not even Hermes yet. You're probably not even noticed by Hermes yet. It's no lesser underling sending your spells in.
What level is that? 8th?
Yeah.
10th?
Or so.
Oh, come back! Gosh, dang it.
Uh-oh. I tried.
It's bouncing this way.
What?
Kick it over
Okay.
here, Aaron.
Are we ready?
Dad, kick it over here.
I think the general idea is we're going back in the dungeon now.
I think we're very close. Oh. You sucked it in. Kick it again. Oh, crap. Come here!
All this is on the recording.
Sorry.
That was all about Arden's balloon that he dropped.
Just edit it out. You're doing that anyway, right?
But if I have to spend a lot of time editing stuff out, then it takes me forever to post the recording. That's why I'm not getting them posted. What are we doing?
One more first level, I guess.
One more. I guess I could have looked at Craze and see if he wanted to change anything.
Do it on my phone.
Does Charm Person work on humanoids?
Yes.
I think you told me that before.
Yes, you can seduce a hobgoblin with a tongue.
You be friendly, but you're going to have trouble feeding him. Unless you release him.
So,
And Tommy is going to try to get you. Huh? It sounds like Tommy is going to try to get you because he asked me if I could.
yeah, that's working.
Oh, Josh can take you there. So, yeah, probably.
Why?
At the hospital.
Get it back for me, please.
Okay. We got it? He's not rotating his druid spells.
You can move it away. It'll break.
Whole portal works for holding doors shut, right?
Correct.
And open?
Yeah.
What about a porthole?
Yeah. The duration is super long.
The way to get away? Or...
Yeah. Technically.
Well, greetings, I can take that then.
Ow.
There's an armor spell. Yeah, I'm still training.
Stay in town for a couple more days, get some training in before you try to rescue anybody.
Me too. I don't have anybody
That's a good point. Yeah, that's really good problem. Isn't it?
The knight. You don't happen to be a 5th level wizard.
Tool class.
Is the knight going with us?
Won't know that until the morning when you try to talk to him, probably.
I don't know what day we
This
want.
is so. What he's trying to do.
Still work well against those guys. Raven feeble just makes people weaker, right?
Correct. It reduces their
Strength.
which would mean that if they don't have a strength rating, then it reduces their damage by base percent plus so much per level. It's actually items actually more useful against things with long rating, unless you're dealing with a human that has a really good strength rating for fast.
Only works on object. Locate object only works on objects.
Correct. Yes.
Something we're familiar with.
4th level mage strength loss is 27%.
No. Okay. Got it.
I need magic missile. adventure will be quest for the magic. Okay, I'm good.
Alright, Faye's good too, Danny's good, Theon's good, Handy's good.
Read magic. Yeah. Shocking grasp, 3 sleeps, hold portal, 2 charm person, and load into combat. I read magic.
Arden, Autumn! This kind of players. Later, we're planning on a break making the cheeses, but I'm not supposed to this time. Did you really? You rock.
Tacos?
You guys want to take a break? It'd be fine with me.
About a loaf of bread and cheese and butter, because Autumn was going to make those cheeses. And doing those things without being a...
Assuming you have the right cheese, grilled cheese.
I have never had a grilled
For the
cheese.
speed, or the time it takes to prepare, the amount of money it costs, it's just a good.
It's a winner.
I have never had a grilled cheese that beats out JoJo's grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I forgot that I had a check.
You had a what here? You had a what here?
I forgot that I had a check here for
Oh.
so I was planning on buying a bunch of possible and
Okay, well, let's go a little bit, and then we'll take that break. We're going to target it for about 20 minutes out, so we can actually get some progress made here since we just did all the spell memorization. We're going to go down the well, back into the dungeon. Did you want to try to negotiate with Sir Uwasee?
Sure, once I realize he's over here.
Yep. So you probably wouldn't get to negotiate with him because you'll be memorizing until 2 hours after dawn, and he'll be long gone by
I
then.
get to negotiate.
Is everybody going?
You could. Yes, that seems to be the plan.
Before we did leave, I was gonna ask that guy who was
Okay.
Well, you're memorizing, or you're meditating.
That's right, you'd be right up to the last minute, so he'd be gone by the time you get done, unfortunately.
I'm gonna leave her behind.
Well, hold on, let's see. They're going to negotiate and see if he wants to come back.
Alright, well anyway, Theon or Charlotte could be there, Jake could be there. Jake's probably sleeping, actually, because he would have been up until everybody was up, so he's probably getting his sleep time in, so that probably leaves Theon, Charlotte, I'm guessing Bazor, because he didn't have too many spells, but do either one of you want to talk to this guy once you find out there's a knight in town?
Couldn't care less, honestly.
Okay.
What?
might be.
Noting my track record with you people, probably wouldn't want to see me anyway.
What do you have against me?
Not specifically you. I said you people. Meaning most everyone else. And the little girl.
He just means your race in general.
That's a solid point.
Say it again.
He just means your race in general.
Do you want to approach the knight?
Sure.
Okay, so he's
Did
up.
I meet him last night?
Who's not my go-to
Did I get
event?
the report to Jake?
No, because he had already gone to bed by the time he got home. So, but Jake told you about him. Told him he was in the inn. Probably suggested that you talk to him in the morning because he'd be sleeping. So dawn-ish, you go to the inn to find him. You find him. He's in the common room of the inn doing calisthenics, push-ups and sit-ups, and he's got a belt on, his pants, his armor's all neatly piled on a table, and he's so from his belt up, he's shirtless. He does have a wide bracelet on his left arm, and he's glistening with sweat.
Ooh, glistening. Look at all his muscles.
He seems to be a fairly handsome guy.
They get muscles.
So bulgy.
He looks stronger than Mark.
I
not
will
as
be
strong
in the
as
door
Jake.
listening.
Okay, you're her backup.
Prepared.
Mark's like 17, but growing, and Jake at 18.
I'm stronger than them.
Yep, happens.
You know we
I don't know
got.
how the darkness is, so I'm just like, hi.
So we need another week.
Okay, anyway, he's doing push-ups. What's up?
Put my bow down and go do push-ups with them.
Okay.
Nice.
Just like, hi, Jake told me that there was someone else here.
On through calisthenics.
I am Uwasee. You must have been one of those who went into the woods to check on the villagers.
Yep. I'm lazy. I'm tired. Yeah, me and the big guy, I don't know if he's around, he and I went and checked out.
I met him a little while ago.
Not much talker. No,
Talkative to me, but anyway. Not much of a talker, huh?
anyways, we went and checked out, followed some tracks up to where the villagers kind of looks like a fortress.
Sounds like trouble.
It is.
Fortress built into a ridge.
And we were originally here, so their village had trouble with rats coming out of the well.
Rats in the well. It is unusual.
We went to go track and see where they came from. Got about halfway through the tunnel and decided to come back up and take a rest. Traveling all day, thinking that this tunnel leads under the fortress and try and rest the villagers. Would you like to help us?
Rescue the villagers? Help you? Is it a plan? I don't want to go down in the well, though. That sounds crazy.
Better way to
And I probably can't take the fortress by myself either. However,
Doing one-armed push-ups?
emphasizing one arm over the other.
I get bored with push-ups, so I start doing jumping jacks.
He stops and watches you.
Mildly weirded out, so.
Is this really the most effective mode of conversation?
He goes
Shut
back
up,
to doing
tiny people
push-ups.
won't understand.
He goes back to doing push-ups. You are fit.
I explored the woods, I kinda need to be.
I know many women from the woods, and not all of them were as fit as you.
Grew up on a farm.
Yes, most women from the woods don't have to compensate for an utterly unlikable personality.
Oh, you mean like you and your shortness?
Yeah, it's amazing. This is our relationship.
This is why we're friends.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, is there something that you would like to add, or...
I mean, it just seems like this is a large loop coming to the same sort of...
What is that?
What?
That. What is it?
Jeez, no.
Is it an imp?
He makes cookies in a tree.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked
still
at.
have time to
I
meditate,
see.
so I'm down.
I see. You are an elf. I see. Just.
Is that an imp?
Name's
I looked at
Theon.
him cross. I apologize.
I'm aware.
His name's Theon.
Were-elf?
He's like that.
He says, "Oh, where elf?"
Who all is here?
Just the two of them.
Because I thought we were memorizing stuff.
Some of you were, so you're wrong. He only had 2 hours and only needed 6 hours sleep, so he was done 2
I
hours.
had like an hour.
So you could have been here, but you were not in the room. So
Said you and Faze were staying in another house.
anyway, he said, he goes like that, and you hear the bones in his back, or the cartilage in his back go.
Okay, chiropractor?
I guess so.
You good there?
I am fine. Are you good
That
there?
is not good for your health.
Good.
I'll tell you right now.
It's okay. I don't intend to live long.
Oh. I see we
He
differ.
grabs his shirt off the table and this 12-pound chainmail tabard-looking thing. How long will it take you to go through the dungeon?
As far as we've seen, not that long.
Down there for about 4 hours.
Will you have some way of knowing what time it is?
Have smart people.
Down there, no party.
Someone could keep track of the time. I could attack the fortress at the same time that you come at it from underneath. I am often underestimated.
Possible, but we also have to done trap spiders.
Taking care of most of the hundreds of small rodents.
Well, I mean no offense to those of you who are... Just a minute. I mean no offense to those of you who are prone to going in holes in the ground, but I am not. I am a battlefield knight, tried and true, hard in all the places where a battlefield knight should be hard. So, high noon. I will attack the fortress at high noon.
Get there before then.
That would be helpful. So I will attack the fortress at high noon, or when a fiery arrow shoots into the sky.
Depending on if you want strength or speed or stealth.
Or all of the above.
That will not be necessary. As you have said, this place under the well is challenging. So,
I would gladly come with you. I'm not prone to going under holes, but I'm afraid.
You seem as if you would fit well.
Just because I fit well doesn't mean I will.
Fit well? Get it? Well?
Understood.
I also lived for 500 years and had my share of small and close.
But you can see in the dark, which is very useful.
I'm a bit more utilitarian than my party may let on. Straight ahead.
Yes, fine. It is likely that I will attack at noon or when the arrow rises. If I should die during the battle, please burn my body. It is a fitting Norse funeral. If I do not die with one in hand, putting one in my hand afterwards will do nothing.
Would you like us to float you down a river?
No, it's...
Listen.
He's Norse. Doesn't mind dying.
Will you give me a token?
I'll let you figure it out.
Perhaps a kerchief or some frilly underwear. She doesn't laugh, of course.
I think I have
She's thinking, do I have a... Just rip a piece of your shirt off. That little part along the bottom by the belt. Just tear it off.
But better.
Okay.
It's a bit better. More useful than anger.
If I die, you may claim it from my body.
Okay.
Well, what should we do about gold? I don't want to leave it behind.
You'll have to talk to them and figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes off to prepare his horse. Meanwhile, they finish memorizing. Everybody gets their... Mark gets his 2+ hours of calisthenics in. He's got to do that every day. And 2 hours after dawn, everybody's pretty much ready. By then, the knight is already ridden out of town.
I go tell the conversation.
Uwasee.
Tell the conversation with Uwasee.
All right. Okay, so you inform them of your conversation with Uwasee. He will attack at noon. That gives you, once you start if you start right away when you're ready, then that gives you about 2 hours to time your attack from inside, if that even works, with him from outside.
And in my downtime, when I ask Eric if he knows it,
Okay. No.
he doesn't know or he says.
He doesn't respond.
Talking to a magical axe of higher evil should be ignored.
Okay? So then the party is getting together and you're getting close to time to go and everybody's getting basically equipped, etc. like that. And then Janny brings up a problem. You have the stage.
I do not want the little girl to be alone.
Bring her with us then.
I don't think it's safe for her.
When you said bring her with us, the little girl's eyes went. And then when you said dungeon, she went.
Give her a sword so Jake's got like 4
So we're all there then, right?
Yes.
I don't think she can lift one.
She's, excuse me for saying so, but she's an urchin, right? She can survive on her own. She's done it for a while now.
I don't think she knows sleep.
I don't want to go in a dungeon.
You can find somewhere in town to hide, correct?
It's like a dungeon with monsters.
Should we get back?
not a prison.
Sure.
See? Problem solved.
I can't do it.
Do you not want her to be alone?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of scoot to like stand in between Janny and I'm gonna be a little sly about it.
Okay.
Stand between the girl and Janny. Like, okay, run along, find somewhere to hide.
Okay, she takes off running.
Oh, see, problem solved. Ready?
I have no problem with this plan.
Of course, she was running from my face. I just went.
She
Run
did look
along
as
and
if she was just an orc.
You're a bully, Bunsen.
A bully. I solved the problem. I'm a
You
problem
made her
solver.
run.
I'm a problem solver.
He is cognitively gifted, that's what.
Look,
Not
I'm
much in
allowing,
magic.
I'm allowing a
Cognitively-
street urchin to do what a street urchin does.
That's a solid point. I've met many a street urchin.
Oh, no, that's not what they do. That's actual urchins.
No, that's leeches.
He says, she'll probably starve to death with no one to take care of her.
Oh, that's great.
But
Come back.
it is probably her destiny anyway.
She has a whole town of food to eat.
Yeah, no.
What food?
They probably robbed, like, every single house.
I don't think there's any stew in this town anywhere.
I would have to agree. There's not.
No, the guy's fishing. Why did you guys bring us food?
Why did your breath smell like stew?
I told you, I I just have a good smell.
Your breath smells oddly like carrots and potatoes.
And some beef.
And some beef.
And honey.
These are all things of stew. Yeah.
Well, anyway, she's gone now, and good
Some honey
riddance.
in there to sweeten it up a little.
Hey!
There's a well for her to drink.
No.
It's just slowing us down.
That gives her roughly a few days.
Can't let the whole town rot in captivity over one little girl. From the looks of her, they didn't even take very good care of her when they were here.
Is that phase?
Yeah.
That sounds a little harsh when you say it that way.
I take good care of her.
Then stay here with the girl.
Alright, well, we better get going or we're not going to make it through in time
Y'all
to
are
meet
not
with.
If you're going to complain about the little girl staying here, where she has been for...
She hid from the half orc or the hobgoblins.
For how long? Without
She'll be
eating?
fine.
Y'all could come back.
For like 3 hours without eating.
If they do come back, they'll just eat her. Which is what they're likely to do with everyone else in the town, including all of the other children, if we don't get a move on.
Oh, what about the other children?
The ones that are captured by the hobgoblins and being prepared to be eaten maybe later today.
Yes.
So perhaps we should go and try to save them.
That's you. We're thinking about saving the children. You guys are talking about the other children, not that child.
Right.
Yeah.
The
We're
one
talking
child
about
that's
the mass
currently in
of
the
children.
safest possible
Yes.
place that she
No.
can be right
The
now.
large mass of
But-
children.
25 in the bushel is better than 1 in the hand.
Yeah, that's right.
Jamie, either you stay
No.
with
The
her
bushel?
Backwards.
or you go
Mark-
with us
Mark
on your own.
says-
Don't say your options.
Mark
You
says,
can go.
see? Duck, Rose, I'm telling you.
Rows of ducks.
Roast duck. Oh, that sounds
That sounds...
Roast duck. Mark says, roast duck, yeah.
I have not had roasted duck since I left home, which is a long time for me because we had roasted duck.
Perhaps you'd like to write for Lone Moon Adventures. The Prince Albert series on Kindle is a short story series where you can write your own based on our prompts and donate them or donate half their profit to the ministry. Where is this conversation going?
Alright, let's go.
Into the well. Let's go.
I don't know, I'm chaotic, so it's good with me.
Almost the whole party is chaotic. That's the point. That's the whole point. I think we're like 75% chaotic and 25% neutral.
Alright, well, I'm leaving.
There's a smattering of good.
Don't elves and First Moon Protector eat like duck and caviar every day or something?
Especially us, we're rich.
All right. So the girl is in hiding,
That explains it. She's a little rich boy.
Yeah. Hampered with rich
and the party is headed in the well.
cookies.
Marching orders.
Me first.
Theon's in front.
I'm second.
I worked hard. I stole
Yeah,
bread
he's a
from the
second.
bakery every day.
You're nuts. You don't count.
I mean, I always tried to leave. I hated it, but that is what we did.
I hated being rich.
Yeah.
No, I hated
So
being
you turned to a
in
life
the
of
house.
adventuring. Work.
Oh, were you doing any other healing, by the way? You still have Mark and what about Charlotte?
And booze.
Charlotte got healed.
Okay,
Who's
so
going
Mark
in
is the only
front?
one significantly wounded at the moment.
Yeah.
I will try to anchor Theon.
Okay. Fine.
Before you do that,
What?
can I say before you do that?
I grab my amulet and I go to. So you stop me.
Okay, back and forth.
Anchors away.
Mark offers you a small shrunken head if you'll heal him.
That's gross.
I walk up and I say, close your eyes. 7 hit points.
Okay. It's a little longer than that. It's like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
But anyway, 1 second spell.
You grab your holy symbol.
Six, right? I'm saying you said 6, right?
7.
7. Okay. So 7. 2 is 9.
Start.
Okay, so he's not too bad now.
Just singing that
Alright,
Halo
how about
theme.
He's
we
down
tie
6.
everybody up and I just walk away like it's not my problem?
Because you wouldn't be able to get through half of us before you were dead.
Anyway, we've already established a marching order, so we're past that whole
Stop
problem.
threatening 12-year-old girls.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
Where are your
I thought that
friends?
was out of combat or out of character. So
Okay, everybody back in character. Here we go. Down the well. Past the room that has the
Mark that you're anchored at full.
trap spider. Round the bend.
I wonder how he's doing.
Past the portcullis.
This one. Watch for the little stabby guy that was.
No little stabby guy today. Jake opens the portcullis, which was closed.
Locked out for the day.
Down the hall.
To the right.
The tripwire has not been
9 p.m. to
reset.
5 a.m. 8 to 5.
Watch out for cobwebs, I say.
I am watching for
The
cobwebs.
axe is still dangling from the ceiling.
I'm gonna push it.
I try and pull it down from the
Slices
ceiling.
your arm off.
I was just like, okay, let's go.
It's on the pendulum. You probably could pull it on, but try really hard.
Why would you want that? You can't physically lift that.
You already have air. Let's go.
No! Not well enough to use as a weapon, and I walk away.
It's unwieldy. It would be unwieldy.
It only does it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I could use it to set a trap.
Are we seeing
later.
by continual light? Yep. Okay. Theon approaches the downed portcullis. So this is as far as you have ever been.
Hey, someone with muscles, lift this.
Mark,
That's it.
Charlotte,
Jake says, I got it.
Jake.
He's third in line after
Yeah.
Janny. He's third in line right after you.
This is a call to all muscle-bound peoples.
Okay. He lifts the portcullis.
I still got
Hey, run.
14
Under.
strength.
And bear strength spell. As I
Oh
recall.
yeah, I forgot
Not that you want
about
to use it
that.
on this, but.
Yeah, I could be stronger than any one of you by a minute.
For a whole minute, I could be stronger than anybody in this party, maybe. Okay. All right, the portcullis is up. Jake is holding it up.
I am going under.
Okay.
Very quickly, in our party order.
Okay.
I was second.
Theon goes under. Roll a d20.
This is a death saving throw. Okay, so I need high. High. That's an 18.
Okay. As you go under the portcullis, a pit opens up just on the exact opposite side, just a couple inches past the portcullis.
Spikes.
Drops down into the floor, and there is a fairly deep space down below it. But as it opens, you realize what was happening, and you leapt to the other side.
I ninja tapped.
Now there is a hole in the floor that is roughly 10 foot by 10 foot. I'm sorry, 7 foot by 7 foot.
Can y'all jump 7 feet?
No.
Probably not.
Ah, this is where I come in.
No, I'm gonna die.
Can I tell how deep the pit is?
You look.
Is there a pebble?
There's probably a couple by the wall. Yeah.
I'll toss one down.
How effective? How hard to believe is 2 delusion?
Pretty hard.
Even if it's just a bridge.
Close to believe.
Yeah, it's only 2-dimensional. So, like if you look at it from the side, it disappears. So if somebody goes, I think that's a bridge. Oh no. That's what happens. So it's moderately hard to believe.
Everyone just look straight ahead on the
Easier
bridge.
to believe something like small, like a painting on the wall, or
Right. Okay, I'll use Phantasmal for it.
Tapestry.
well, it's only 7 foot across.
Okay.
I mean, you could do that, and then you could use it for something else
So is
too.
Mark gonna throw everyone across or something?
No, not necessarily. Anyway, looking down in the pit, you see that it's only about 10 foot deep.
Oh.
There's spikes?
No.
What? Such a lame trap.
If someone small runs
Fall
and
into a
jumps, I
10
can
foot
help
deep
them
pit, it
across.
still hurts.
Yeah, but
I'm not
What?
small.
If someone small runs and jumps across, I can help them up.
I'm not
the
small.
goal is not
Also,
to get
most of if you're 5 foot tall or taller, you could hang drop from the one side, then jump up. You could be, somebody could grab you on the other side and pull you up.
Like, this is actually a really
Oh.
sad
You
trap.
could just run and jump, and I could grab your hand and pull you up.
Admittedly, it is not as good as the swinging axe.
The axe, that's good. They just need spikes, like, every 2 feet.
Can we stop telling the trap builders how to do their job and continue?
Okay, the next person in line is Janny. What do you do?
Put down.
Hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call.
I do have a lasso, so if you go
Hello.
down, I can bring you down with a lasso.
Hey,
Okay, from the back of the party here. Can we stop setting off traps
we
again?
can.
That one wasn't my fault. There was no tripwire or anything. It opened with a portcullis.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh, it opened when you
It,
stepped
it
on
opened when you stepped on it.
Oh. That's right.
Awesome. How much did it cost?
I could use an illusion to make the bridge that fills
Not bad
the
at all.
whole space.
And who will believe it? I won't.
All of us.
Yeah.
Because we can't see the
How's
south.
Ariana doing?
Yeah, I don't really.
After my last wisdom class break. Which one is wisdom?
We'll watch and see if she goes
It
poop.
says whiz next to it.
Oh, we'll have to watch and see if she
I
goes
don't
poop.
say that mistake.
So she's on the mend.
Oh yeah, hers is all dark. Wisdom is
But I went.
second one from the bottom.
Okay. Well, when we're done here tonight, if everything goes away as expected,
Oh, yeah.
I'll take the clothes, drop them off the Mo, and then we'll take Tommy home. I'm
Ow!
going to have to take Tommy home.
Good.
He's having car trouble. No. Right.
Monkeys and rabbits.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were no monkey or rabbit
We're
animals.
having quite a little adventure. All right. Sounds good.
Maybe it was back in the day.
Your wisdom.
There you go.
It's like 9.
He's
It's also very
I don't have
simple.
anything. The box will get home. All right. Love you.
You got the bloodstone one? I was the
My apologies for the distraction. Okay. So you have survived the pitiful trap.
Yeah.
Pitiful.
I'm just better.
Yeah.
And you know what else is wrong with this trap?
It
It's
wasn't
a
entirely
trap full of nothing but
He's
pit.
trying to trip us up with his puns.
Most pointless trap I've ever seen.
Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. You just dropped that one right in there.
Wow.
We all fell for that.
We fell for that one.
Oh, great minds think alike.
Walked right into it.
Okay. So,
That wasn't
what do you
supposed to be
do?
fun. It was just-
you get across. You work together and get across the pitiful trap.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fine. You're across the pitiful trap. That was
Jump
very
down.
exciting.
Doesn't matter.
All very exciting. It would have been much more exciting if somebody pulling in and it got hurt. But it's all, oh, I should point out, by the way, that there is a ball of light floating back and forth down the hallway here.
That's cool.
So, okay. After the pit, the hallway winds to the left and then to the right again and comes to a fork where you can go left or right.
Left and then to the right
Wait,
again.
did we all make it?
Yes, everyone's across the pit.
Oh.
By the time you get to the
We
fork,
should be
everyone's
checking for traps from here on.
We should make it right.
I am checking for traps and I'm going right.
Right!
Because I'm in the front
The
of the right.
droids seem like the right
We all like right.
from what Mark and I surveyed.
Neither one really seems like the right direction. Seems like you're turning off of the right direction if you go either way, but you
Check
figure
for
maybe
secret
it's gonna, maybe it'll turn again. Who's in front? Theon?
Yes. I am going right.
Well,
For secret.
you look left, it looks like it's going to dump into a room. You look right, it looks like it's going to fork again.
Fine, I'll go left first.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
Turns left, you come to a room. Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.